Right now, Monona police were led on 2 car chases overnight, what we know. Also, we catch up with one local high schooler whose skiing might take her across the world in 2024. And we're following Zach Hanley and Andrew Banstra as they are down in Tampa with the Badgers as they get ready for their bowl game against LSU. Welcome to News 3 Now at 6. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jalen Banks. We begin with an update out of Monona where police were led on 2 separate car chases within 30 minutes of each other, one ending in a crash. The first chase took place around 12:30 a.m. when Monona PD say they saw a vehicle driving recklessly along Highway 12 and Monona Drive. Police say the driver would lead the officer down East Broadway and to Dairy Drive in Madison. The driver would lose control of their vehicle, eventually running into a tree. According to Monona PD, this is the driver's 5th OWI offense, and it's in the midst of the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign.
This is something that we see, unfortunately, quite regularly. We're doing our best to try to curb this behavior and try to deter this behavior, but this is what we get paid to do. So the officers are out here risking their lives every day for folks they don't know, and I'm out here trying to make sure they have the resources and support they need.
The second chase took place just after 1 a.m. While clearing the scene of the last chase, Monona PD say they saw a car traveling 93 miles per hour on Flom Road. Police say the driver traveled northbound on Highway 51 and exited on Cottage Grove Road. The driver would eventually come to a stop at Acewood Boulevard, where the driver would be taken into custody. Next tonight, a sunny, brisk day across southern Wisconsin, and that could bring some slick spots overnight. We might be seeing some snow to end 2023. With just how much we might get, let's get a look at your first warn forecast with meteorologist Alex Harrington, who's out on the weather patio. Alex, how's it?
Yeah, Jalen, out here in the patio, it's pretty nice out right now, but we're tracking freezing drizzle. This is a little bit of an update to our wintry weather forecast for this evening, going on into your New Year's Eve day morning. Freezing drizzle is expected. It's moving in from the north and from the west, and we're seeing winter weather advisories being issued, at least for a brief period of time until midnight Sunday over portions of southwestern and central Wisconsin. Wouldn't be shocked to see that winter weather advisory push a little bit further to the east as well. And this is for freezing drizzle first, before the snow shower activity that we've been discussing is going to be occurring as we go on into your New Year's Eve day. So we have the freezing drizzle this evening, then minor snow accumulations that you were just mentioning there, Jalen, up to maybe an inch. So be prepared over the next 12 to 18 hours. We could be having some slick spots out there. High resolution radar, nothing out there right now. I was trying to see if we could see any evidence of that freezing drizzle, but our 6-hour future track radar showing those blue dots over southwestern Wisconsin. Could see some flurries, some snow showers, but that also could be that freezing drizzle as we carry out towards the midnight hour. So we got to be ready for that, folks, there as we plan the overnight going on into your Sunday. The freezing drizzle transitioning to those scattered snow showers should end by the time we get into the afternoon hours of your New Year's Eve day, making for better travel conditions as we go into your New Year's Eve day night with high temperatures up around 33 degrees. Coming up in Maine weather, we're going to track the start, the peak, and the end of those snow showers. We'll do a tour of viewer photos. And I got my eyes on a bigger weather system. I want to talk about that. To first warn you about that, that's all coming up.
All right, sounds good, Alex. 2024 will bring the world's best athletes together in Paris this summer to compete for gold. But there's actually another Olympic Games starting in less than a month, and one of Middleton's own will be there to compete on the world stage. Braden Ross has more. Braden?
Yeah, 17-year-old Estella Hasrick is gearing up to graduate from Middleton High School in the spring, but there's something she has to do first, and it requires a trip halfway around the world.
This is pretty much the definition of an I've made it moment.
It was kind of a euphoric feeling in a way.
When Middleton High School senior Estella Hasrick landed this jump, she also landed a ticket to represent the United States in the biggest youth winter sports event in the world.
And when I was at the bottom, it was like, oh my gosh, she did it.
She'll be one of 4 youth ski jumpers heading to South Korea this January to compete in the Winter Youth Olympic Games, jumping on the same hills Olympians did in 2018.
Those hills they have, now they have a history behind them, and we'll also get to jump on them.
But before Pyeongchang, there was Black Hawk Ski Club here in Middleton, Wisconsin, and those hills have history too. It was at Black Hawk that Estella tackled her first ever jump at just 8 years old.
I was definitely a little nervous, but My strategy is just you count to 3 and then you go.
Eventually, Estella outgrew Blackhawk's jumps, so now she spends a lot of the year training and competing in other parts of the country.
We're like, if she's ever going to meet her goal, if she's ever going to get to that next level, she has to go to a place and jump the bigger hills on a regular basis.
These days, when she looks down a ski jump, the height doesn't make her nervous. But competing on the world stage can definitely bring the pressure.
Well, I have a really good sports psychologist, so that really helps, especially in ski jumping. I think it's probably 85% mental and 15% physical.
And it's all while she's still finishing high school at Middleton online and applying to college.
It's definitely a challenge.
But Estella has never been afraid of a challenge.
If you can sit at the top of a jump and go for it, you can pretty much do anything.
Because for her, that I've made it moment is worth it.
I'm excited to continue, making my own path and my own journey through the sport and seeing where I end up.
Now, Estella plans to keep jumping after she graduates in the spring and heads off to college. After that, she says, hopefully going for gold at another Olympics.
All right, Braden, sounds good. Good luck, Estella. And sticking with sports, Wisconsin is 2 days away from their New Year's matchup with LSU. But today, the Badger fans started the party early with a day in the sun at Clearwater Beach. Our Andrew Bancher is live with more. Andrew, what's up, man?
Today was beach day for the Badgers, and it wasn't just the players enjoying their fun in the sun. The cheerleaders and the band were joined by a sea of red that you'll have to see to believe who stole the show.
You just got to dig them in there, and the harder they pull, the more they dig you in. We knew we were in for a challenge. We knew they were going to tug hard, and we just had to tug harder. We stayed low. And we were able to come out on top today.
Knew we were coming here today and know we're going to the game. We got our tickets right away, hotel, the whole deal, so it's awesome.
Badger fans all the way, but I'll be honest, I came for the band.
Well, I do love the snow in Wisconsin, but without any snow, it's great to be down here in Florida. Good weather. And it's great to be here with a lot of the Wisconsin Badger fans.
We didn't even know that they were going to be in the bowl, and we found out after we already had our tickets to come down here for Christmas to see family, so might as well stay longer, like once in a lifetime opportunity.
Save some energy. I know it's, January 1, and so make sure we get some rest because at 12 noon, we need a lot of you guys, so appreciate it. On Wisconsin.
And as you can see, everyone was happy to trade in the white snow for some white sand here at Clearwater Beach, consistently rated as one of the best beaches in all of the country. Live at Clearwater Beach, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Sports.
All right, thank you, Andrew. And turning to some more local news, it was a race to see the best puzzlers in Madison and who they are at Puzzlepalooza. At Madison School and Recreation East, in their ugliest sweater, teams of 2 and 4 raced opponents to see who could finish the same jigsaw puzzle the fastest. Well, it was no easy task. Puzzles with 500 to 1,000 pieces were given to participants. Prizes were given to first, second, and third place winners. All puzzles provided were theirs to keep. And still ahead on News 3 now at 6, this holiday travel year has been smooth sailing so far. Plus, the latest numbers from this week's job reports. Why employees are hiring less? That's next.
Recharge from the holidays with a new Toyota at Toyotathon.
I have got a truckload of new Toyotas out front.
Check them out.
Something I said?
Yes.
Get 3.99% APR plus $1,000 cash back on Tacoma when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota, let's go places.
A 33-year-old woman has fenders and a new headlight installed on her bike, but the parts are badly designed and cause her to crash. She never walks again. She decides to hire Habish, & Rotier, and she receives $14.5 million. The Habish team negotiates with the headlight manufacturer in Germany, the fender company in Hong Kong, the fender designer in Madison, and the bike shop in Seattle. It is literally the opposite of one phone call and a quick settlement. Habish, & Rotier, national reputation, hometown service.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
The holidays are winding down.
Coming through.
Time to recharge with a new Toyota during the final days of Toyotathon.
Get $1,000 cash back on your favorite models when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota, let's go places.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back, and in tonight's consumer news, more Americans applied for unemployment benefits last week. The Jobless Department reports jobless claims rose to 218,000 for the week ending December 3rd. That's up 12,000 from the previous week, but not enough to impact the still solid labor market. Decelerating inflation and low employment are buoying hopes the Federal Reserve can manage a soft landing and avoid a recession as we begin the new year. In other consumer news, a huge improvement this holiday season at the nation's airports. Less than 1% of U.S. flights were canceled between December 20th and 26th. It's the lowest cancellation rate in 5 years and a drastic turnaround from last year. Although earlier this month, Southwest Airlines was fined $140 million for last December's meltdown with nearly 17,000 canceled flights that stranded 2 million passengers. Ahead of this season, airlines hired more pilots and other support staff and also faced greater government penalties for delays. And here's a recall alert to be aware of. If you got a BlendJet for the holidays, don't give it a whirl. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says the BlendJet 2 portable blender can overheat or catch fire, and the blades can break off during use. The California-based company voluntarily recalled 4.8 million of the small appliances. It insists only older blenders are impacted, and the ones currently for sale have update parts. Coming up next on News 3 Now at 6, Wisconsinites are gearing up for New Year celebrations, how one butcher shop around Wisconsin is offering some interesting meals for the big day. Plus, Alex is back with another check of your First One forecast when we return.
Don't miss Ashley's 3-day mattress event. Get low monthly payments with no money down. Save up to $700 instantly on top mattress brands while supplies last. Mattresses have never been more affordable. Only at Ashley.
We keep this love in a photograph. We made these memories for ourselves, where our eyes are never closing, our hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped.
579 breaths to show them your stuff. Every breath matters. Don't let RSV take your breath away. Protect yourself from RSV with Abrysvo, Pfizer's RSV vaccine. Abrysvo is a vaccine for the prevention of lower respiratory disease from RSV in people 60 years and older. RSV can be serious if you are 60 or older. Having asthma, COPD, diabetes, or heart disease puts you at even higher risk. Abrysvo is not for everyone and may not protect all who receive the vaccine. Don't get Abrysvo if you've had a severe allergic reaction to its ingredients. People with a weakened immune system may have a decreased response to Abrysvo. The most common side effects are tiredness, headache, pain at the injection site, and muscle pain. Ask your pharmacist or doctor about Pfizer's RSV vaccine, Abrysvo. Visit these retailers or find other retailers near you at abrysvo.com.
This is a real person seeking a solution to a real problem.
Hi, fine, how are you?
Welcome to the Good Feet store. How can I help?
I have plantar fasciitis. My knees hurt, my hips hurt.
Then she was personally fit with Good Feet arch supports.
I don't feel any pain anywhere.
Good.
Seriously, no pain in my knees, my hips, nothing. This is amazing. I don't want to take them off. It just feels like I'm in heaven. Oh, you're a blessing in disguise.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Don't miss Ashley's 3-day New Year's event. Save up to 72% off doorbusters and clearance. Get low monthly payments with no money down. Furniture has never been more affordable. Only at Ashley.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
If you're hosting a big New Year's Eve celebration, you've probably got all the groceries ready for a nice holiday meal. Food is often the heart of a New Year's superstitions and traditions, and that's why a shop in Greenfield is stocking up for 2024. Amanda Becker shares the story.
People all over will toast to the new year with a bottle of champagne. But here in Wisconsin, we have some other traditions.
A lot of seafood, a lot of lobster tails, crab legs to go along with the steak.
Tables filled with the finest fish and prime cut steaks are said to bring a prosperous year ahead.
They're celebrating, so they want to get something a little bit nicer.
Food is often at the heart of New Year's superstitions and traditions. That's why Ray's Butcher Shop in Greenfield is stocking up for 2024. Wisconsinites have found luck in some other quirky foods.
So the herring is an old Polish tradition. You're supposed to eat a piece of herring at midnight, and it's supposed to bring you good luck into the new year.
The silvery pickled fish is a bestseller here in late December, followed by the cannibal sandwich.
A cannibal sandwich is it's just a ground round. Some people use ground round, ground sirloin. We use a ground round. You want to put that on a piece of rye bread, a little bit of onion, salt, pepper, good to go.
But no cooking.
No cooking, completely raw.
Where that tradition comes from is not completely clear.
It's on our table, twice a year.
But it's something many have grown up eating, and the tradition lives on as people look forward to a prosperous new year.
And a scary scene last night in Minnesota as authorities had to rescue over 120 ice fishers who were stranded when the ice they were on detached from the shoreline on Upper Red Lake. The group ended up more than 30 feet from the shore, and 4 people fell into the water. Those who fell were able to recover once they got to shelter. The evacuation from the ice took more than 2 hours, according to officials. And now let's get a look at your first one forecast with meteorologist Alex Harrington.
Yeah, Jalen, lots of updates, but to quick comment on that, with an El Nino winter, not surprised to see very thin ice conditions because we just haven't had that deep cold. But updates coming here from the National Weather Service. We have winter weather advisories expanding across southern Wisconsin. Our friends up towards La Crosse reporting dozens of accidents as a result of freezing drizzle over southeast Minnesota and portions of western Wisconsin, and that's coming towards the south and towards the east. We'll expect that freezing drizzle overnight tonight, and then it transitions over to the snow showers with up to an inch possible. Things should clear out and travel should get a little bit better by the time we get a little bit later into your New Year's Eve day, with that temperature expected to be around 26 degrees, and then the start of 2024 is looking mild. Live television here, folks. We've got purple everywhere here. This is through midnight Sunday for southwestern Wisconsin and south central Wisconsin, including Madison. This is for freezing drizzle that's expected before the snow showers that we've been talking about in the First Warn Weather Team for the past couple of days here. So that freezing drizzle poses that threat during the evening and the overnight hours, and then minor snow accumulations of perhaps up to an inch on your New Year's Eve day morning. So take this seriously, folks, with those accidents that have been reported to the north and to the west. Don't see anything out there in high-resolution radar right now, but our 6-hour future track radar picking up on these little blue blips. This could be that freezing drizzle, and it does line up because the freezing drizzle is coming in from the north and from the west, and then we should see the more persistent snow shower activity turn on here as we go on into the wee hours of your Sunday morning, and then highs up around 33 on your New Year's Eve day, so that should help melt any of that iciness that we have out there. 10 o'clock tonight, the spattering of snow showers, and you see a couple of little purple blips across all of southern Wisconsin. That could be that freezing drizzle that should make it into the area as we head towards 8, 9, 10 o'clock tonight. Then the more persistent snow shower activity builds in as we go into the wee hours of your Sunday, going 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, especially for, let's say, areas along I-90 and off towards the north and towards the east. Then as we carry on into your Sunday afternoon, those snow showers should move on out. Snow accumulations not expecting to be a lot here, dusting to maybe an inch at best, but it doesn't take a lot to cause those slick conditions and potential for accidents. Again, we could be looking at that freezing drizzle 10, 11 o'clock, transitioning more towards the snow showers and flurries as we go into your Sunday morning here, and then that should be out of here by the time we get a little bit later into your Sunday morning, going on into your Sunday afternoon, and conditions travel-wise should improve. Breaking down your New Year's Eve forecast here, the end of the precipitation right around 2, 3 o'clock. Then as we head out into the future here, about 26 degrees at that important midnight hour. Temperatures staying above normal here over the course of the next 10 days, except for Thursday. That's that one normal temperature. And watching a storm out here 10 days out. This would be January 8th and 9th. Midwest may be impacted by a stronger weather system. We're keeping an eye on this. Right now could be a mix of rain and snow with breezy conditions, which we see here in that 7 to 10 day forecast. Behind me, beautiful start to 2024, but there's that weather system Monday going into Tuesday, Jalen, that we'll be keeping an eye on. Again, we were just talking about thin ice, Lake Wabisa, no ice really at all there. Pretty picture here from Portage. Thank you so much, folks, sending us those weather photos, and I think we have a couple more weather photos to take a look at. Bruce sending us the snowy pictures from Pat. We've had just enough out there, cause a little bit of slick conditions out there, and we're going to add to that tonight with that freezing drizzle. Thanks, Peggy. I think that's out from Blue Mounds. Peggy, another picture of the snow out towards Blue Mounds. And this is a contrail lit up, so this is the exhaust from a plane lit up here. Thanks, Mark, sending us lit up by the moon. So as we report the weather, talk about the weather, I show the radar to help explain the weather. Well, we've got our viewer photos here that are showing the weather out there.
Yeah, I tried my best to show the weather a little bit. A couple days back when we had like all the slush and the snow, you know, wasn't too thrilled because we're post-Christmas now, so it's like, why couldn't this have been here just 2 days earlier?
Right.
But always good to see what the audience has to show us.
Right. It helps us to show exactly what's going on out there, weather condition-wise. And again, folks, be careful this evening with the freezing drizzle.
Right. All right. Sounds good. Thank you, Alex. Still ahead, we take another look at the Badgers Beach Day in Tampa with Sports Director Zach Hanley. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This new year is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Experience the Channel 3000 News app today. Enjoy a website-like layout and swipe through articles without returning to the home screen. Download the Channel 3000 News app, powered by News 3 Now.
News 3 Now's Call for Action team is here for you, exposing scams, mediating consumer disputes, and getting results. Contact us by phone or on channel3000.com.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
We're taking action for you.
Well, not long after the Badgers fans spent the day out at the beach, the team was also enjoying a day in the sun. Let's head back out to Clearwater Beach with Sports Director Zach Hanley. Hey, Zach, how's it going?
Yeah, Jalen, today was beach day, as you said, for the Badgers, and the team not only soaked up the sun, but they tried to embrace every single moment this group has with each other that's left, because there's only one game left with this team to play. For some Badgers, the water was too cold.
Oh, it was freezing. Oh, it was cold. But you just gotta say, you know, you gotta ride with it. You gotta just go. You just gotta go. You can't think. You just gotta go.
For others, it was just fine.
They all went up there and felt it with their toes. They were like, it's too cold. I'm like, nah, this isn't really cold water. So, I mean, it felt good to jump in there and be the first one, too.
But it really didn't matter what the temperature of the water was.
You're in Florida, man. Try to have fun. You know, I can't swim, you're right, but, you know, I'd rather hop in the water and have fun with these guys because, you know, this might be the last ride with some of the boys we're playing with.
Beach day was a hit for this group. From boogie boards.
I found this boogie board. I was waiting for the people to come back. I might have borrowed it a little bit. I'm gonna put it back. But I was too excited. I got out there. I love the water, so I was just excited to swim.
To a helpful hand getting in.
Teddy was not a strong swimmer, so I figured he needed a little bit of encouragement, kind of walk him out there, get his toes wet. So he's out there now. He's enjoying it. So I think he's having fun.
This team was making memories that will last forever.
Obviously, there's a goal in mind to win the football game and, you know, prepare as best as possible. But I like that we start early. We start early, like 6:30 in the morning. We get done by 1. And then after that, it's kind of just enjoying time with your boys.
Good bonding time with the team before a big game coming up. I think it's very impactful for us in the future. So I enjoy this time with these guys, and we're gonna live it up here while we can.
There's nothing special planned for this group tomorrow. The Badgers have a light practice followed by a team dinner at the hotel, and then all that's left to do is go out and play. Live at a very dark Clearwater Beach, Zach Hanley, News 3 Sports.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Zach. And speaking of the Wisconsin Badgers football team, they landed a huge commitment from the transfer portal. Tawi Walker announced he will be taking his talents to Madison. The junior ran for 513 yards and 7 scores this past season for the Oklahoma Sooners. And turning to the ice, last night the Wisconsin men's hockey team captured its second holiday face-off title. It was the Simon Tassi Show. The sophomore forward lit the lamp 3 times for his first career hat trick as the number 6 team in the nation extends their winning streak to 7 games. Next up on the agenda is Notre Dame on Friday. Lots of really exciting stuff for your alma mater.
Yeah, for sure. Right. But hey, with our last few moments here, folks, do want to give an update here with our weather. We got a winter weather advisory now for all of southern Wisconsin. We're tracking freezing drizzle moving in from the north and from the west. This is before the snow shower activity that we're expecting overnight tonight. So I want to give people that heads up right now that it could get slick, and you should tune in tonight at 10.
All right, well, sounds good. Thank you, Alex. And again, all of you stay safe out there. We'll see you back here at 10 o'clock for all your updates. Let's make it a great evening.